discern which is which.
Positive to negative?
Yes.
Well, as we said, the idea of positive is that which is integrative, expansive, connective,
Yes.
indicative of your excitement, your passion, your creativity, the idea of the vibration of love.
Yes.
And the idea of negative energy is that which seems disconnective, segregative, suppressive, fear-based, makes you feel powerless.
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
Not so hard to tell the difference, is it?
No.
All right.
But sometimes, like, I get so confused by what's my circumstance are in my face.
That's why we remind you that it's not the circumstances that matter as much as the state of being you prefer to be.
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
Every circumstance is fundamentally neutral. It doesn't have built-in meaning. That's what we mean by that. Yes?
Yes.
If you remind yourself to become neutral in every circumstance and remind yourself that no circumstance has built-in meaning, regardless of how it may have been initially generated, that may be what's confusing you. Just because you may be able to neutrally observe that a circumstance may have been brought about by a negative intention doesn't mean that the circumstance itself actually has the negative effect in your life. It's still neutral for you, even if it was the result of negative intentions on the part of someone else. You still get to say what it means to you. So no matter how it was generated, you still know it's a neutral circumstance for you. It's just a set of props, and you get to decide that it's positive. And when you decide that, then it doesn't matter how it was generated. It doesn't matter what anyone else's intention may be in the circumstance. You will only experience what is in alignment with the positive meaning you have put into it for you. That's how it works. Again, it's just like a physical mirror. The mirror doesn't have an opinion of whether you are frowning or smiling. But if you decide to frown, that's the only reflection you can get from it. If you decide to smile, that's the only reflection you can get from it. It will not countermand you. It cannot contradict you. It doesn't have an opinion. Make sense?
Makes total sense.
So, even though you may initially see that someone standing next to you is frowning, and you see their reflection in the mirror, and their reflection is frowning, that has absolutely nothing at all to do with the expression on the face of your reflection, does it?
No, it does not.
So, you can decide that you will smile. They may get a little annoyed that you're smiling while they're frowning, but that's all right because that simply reveals their issue, not yours.
Yes.
They may resent, as is quite common on your planet, something that you're radiating that they believe they are incapable of experiencing for themselves. And because they see an example in you of something they are afraid they can't do, they will project that fear on you as a resentment. Do you understand?
Yes.
But the more you smile, the less they will be able to resist to smile themselves. They will see the joke, the cosmic joke, in the idea of their negativity, and eventually, maybe not right away, but eventually they'll get the joke. Not that they have to. You understand?
Yes.
But at least if you stay in the positive state, you're functioning as an example for them in their lives that at least they have this as a choice, even if they don't choose it.
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
Otherwise, if you just stay in a state of negativity and confusion, then all you're doing is adding to their frown. Yes?
Yes.
Does this help?
That's help.
So, what this comes down to for you, in order not to experience confusion in the negative sense, of course, is clarity of definition, how you define things. Even the word you're using, confusion, can be positively defined as co-fusion. You're looking at what may appear to be contradictory ideas and attempting to fuse them together, co-fuse them. At first, because of definitions that you may be holding on to, it may seem impossible to fuse them together, to see how they are connected. But when you clear up your own definitions, they will co-fuse and there will be no confusion from that point.
Thank you.
Does that make sense?
Yes.
Does this help you?
Yes.
Is this sufficient, or is there some other thing you would like to discuss about this for further clarity?
I'm good. Thank you.
All right.
I love you.
Our love to you as well.
Good morning, Bashar.
And to you, good day.
I'm so nervous.
Nervous?
I wasn't paying
Did you mean
attention.
excited?
Well, I am excited. My question was,
Yes.
I've been thinking about it all night.
Yes.
And I said, well, if there's an answer, this is the
There
right
is
place.
always an answer. Where
Um,
the answer may come from may be up for grabs, but there's always an answer. The very fact that you can conceive of a question means there must be an answer. Because the question is simply another side of the same coin. The answer's on the other side of the same coin. All you have to do when you see the question mark is know that it can be straightened out into an exclamation point.
True.
You would not have been able to conceive of a question if you didn't know that there was an answer.
True.
So the answer is within you somewhere. Let's see if we can coax it out, yes?
Okay, thank you.
So what's your question?
In 2012, there was a total eclipse over Mount Shasta, and it was my first connection with the universe. That there was a lady there that she
That
also...
was not your first connection with the universe, but go ahead anyway.
Okay, I thought it was. But anyways, the lady was doing channeling, and she came over and she said that she had a message for me from the universe.
And that was what?
And that if I knew that I was a mother of feminine energy from my planet, and I had these visions where I see a bunch of females surrounding me, and I was like their queen.
All right.
And so
you understand that what you perceived are just different aspects of your own energy, yes?
I think so.
All right. So the idea is to take command of all the different aspects of your own being and bring them into balance, yes?
Yes.
All right.
And also that I came in this planet, this is my second time here. And
well, again, that's in a sense kind of a misunderstanding, but go ahead.
Okay. She said that I was supposed to be here. I came in to help the feminine energies from my planet.
Well, of course you're supposed to be here because you chose to be.
Yes, I did.
That's what that means. That's all it means.
Okay.
You chose to be here because you wanted to be part of the party of the transformation going on at this time. That's what supposed to be here means.
Okay.
You understand?
Thank you. Yes.
All right.
Anyways, she said that the universe is going to start sending me the females, feminine energies that are from my planets.
When you allow yourself to become balanced with all of these aspects of yourself, you will see reflections of that in your physical reality.
Okay.
Yes.
So far, where I'm going is I'm getting jobs like a housekeeping manager, and I'm thinking all these ladies are from my planet. Are they doing
Your
hard work?
planet is Earth. You were born on Earth.
Okay.
This is what we are talking about bringing outdated, old-fashioned definitions into your 21st century. You don't come from anywhere else but Earth as a person. You may be connected to many other places as a greater being. You may have many extensions from your oversoul that simultaneously incarnate and coexist on many different other planets. But you are the extension that was born on Earth. Yes?
Yes.
That's where you come from as a physical being. But as a greater being, you come from everywhere and nowhere in particular. You are all that is. You are everywhere and nowhere all at once. Does this make sense?
Yes.
Modernize the definitions and take them out of the old-fashioned ways of storytelling. It's time to start telling yourself the stories in a new way that brings clearer understanding of the mechanisms that underlie the experiences that you're having. I'm not denying you the ability to have the experience that you may come from another planet. I'm not denying you the ability to have the experience of reincarnation. But the idea is that's just a perspective that you've created in order to have a particular experience. And the definition of an experience is not the same thing as the definition of the mechanism that you are using to create the experience, which is an illusion. Does that make sense?
Yes.
The experience you're having from the illusion you're creating is real. The experience is real that you're getting out of it. But the circumstances, as you're defining them, in a sense, is an illusion created to give you the experience, the reality of the experience, because that's the perspective from which you need to see it in order to understand it at this point. But we are encouraging you to begin to have a greater understanding of these things so that you can understand that everything exists all at once, and that when you say, do I come from another planet, you will instantly realize that that is a kind of nonsensical question because everything exists at the same time. So if every single being, in what you call the past, in what you call the present, and in what you call the future, all exist right now, how can you, the person, ever actually have been or ever be another person that already exists and has their own life right now? The only way that you can have that experience is if everyone exists all at once, no matter what time frame you think they exist in, and from this life, from this version of you, you make connections, you create cross connections energetically, informationally, to download from their lives and their experiences what you believe you need to help you, guide you in this life, just as they are doing by connecting to your life and drawing from it whatever experiences they may need that might be relevant for their life experience. But all this is going on at the same time, like some gigantic version of an interdimensional internet. Does that make sense?
Yes.
All right, so allow yourself, encourage yourself to modernize the way you see these things, and it will bring greater understanding that will allow you to answer these questions on your own.
Okay.
Make sense?
Yes.
So, look at a lot of this stuff metaphorically, symbolically, and understand the meaning for you that you've put into those symbols so that you can really extract the essence out of the symbols that your mind may need to make sense out of something, but go beyond that and have deeper understanding from the higher mind, non-physical point of view about what's actually happening to create the sensation of the experience that you're having. Does this make sense?
Yes.
All right.
So also like there's the Pleiadians and
Yes.
the Sirius.
Yes.
Those are different planets, right?
Well, you're talking about the idea of planets within different star systems, yes.
Yes. So what star system planet do I come from?
Didn't hear a word we said.
I
Did not
did.
hear a word we said.
You
What
said this
planet do you come from? Earth. You come from Earth. Yes, you may have energetic, higher spiritual oversoul connections to other incarnations in the Pleiades, in the Sirius systems, going on right now. You, as a person asking the question, come from Earth.
Okay.
Does that make sense now?
Got it.
All right.
Thank you so much.
Does this help you?
Yes.
All right. Thank you.
Okay.